Go.
You telling me that you built a time machine? Kind of a DeLorean?
Didn't pay anything, and then stole our magnet.
Hello. Welcome to
Hey.
week. God.
Take
Hello.
two.
Welcome to week 6 of the Fantasy Squad show. I'm your host Jackson with my co-host Cole McCauley. We have guest starring this week. We have reoccurring guest Thomas McCauley.
All
And
back.
the new guest of the week, owner of the Tiny Giants, Caleb Way. Welcome on.
Your boy. You're number one ranked.
All right.
Hey, you don't know.
In the app, I am number one.
I mean, it points forward, but
That's a lot.
What does that mean?
Hey,
yeah, what are points anyways?
Hey, right now, we're not talking about power rankings. Because if we were to talk about opinionated power rankings, I could be in first place.
I mean,
No,
yeah.
we don't even know.
Who knows what's gonna pop up?
Well, I mean, we know it's not Thomas, so like.
Damn.
Oh, Thomas, I feel so bad
Thomas,
for
I
you,
feel
man.
so bad.
This is
Bro.
some bullshit.
You want to switch teams, bro? I'll give you.
No, man. I
Everybody
got a
versus
good
the
team.
Macaws.
I like my board.
I've been trying to give you the benefit of the doubt the whole season.
I'll give you Dak. I'll give you Dak.
It's just everyone just fucking takes kryptonite right before they face me. Their whole
Okay,
team.
well, you beat me. I'm your only win because Rex Burkhead had 27 points, so I don't want to hear
and
it.
Thomas continues to start him every week.
Patrick-
Yeah,
Patrick
yeah.
Mahomes
Just
had-
and hope that
Patrick
he'll lead me
Mahomes
to
had
another
40,
win.
and Rex Burkhead had 27. So I don't want to hear your sob story.
One of those is
Really
way
don't.
more impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rex Burkhead.
And Mahomes.
Okay. All right, so let's get started. This is probably gonna be a long episode, so strap in. Where am I supposed to do this? Let's go here. So I'm sharing this screen. This is not what I want to show. Okay, so this is week 6's scoreboard. We can go ahead and start with me versus Cam. Overall, this is a terrible week for I think everybody except for
Yeah, most
Oh, yeah.
people. Only one
most
team
people
over
had
100.
really bad weeks. I had a bunch of injuries, which kind of sucked. I told you guys before the podcast, but I'll put it out here. Miles Sanders takes a 75-yard run almost to the house, gets tripped up from behind, hurts himself on the play, and fumbles on like the one. And they recover the fumble in the end zone. But because he doesn't score that touchdown and he leaves for the rest of the game, I lose by 4 points. Now, I'm not saying I deserve to win scoring in the 70s, but Cam also deserved to win. And that's just a bad beat, okay?
Did he lose points because of the fumble or
Nah, they
just
Because they recovered it.
Someone else recovered
Yeah.
it. They don't
That's what I thought. Yeah,
Who else was on a bye this week besides the Seahawks?
the Raiders and the Saints.
Yeah, I mean, so like that's a lot of fantasy people that weren't playing. So that may
Yeah.
be why a lot of these lower scores.
That's true.
Next few weeks there are a lot of buys. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. So I mean, Stafford is tough. They had 3 rushing touchdowns. So the Lions played really well. It's just it doesn't get 3 touchdowns. So that's
You gonna stick with him?
yeah, probably. Well, this week he plays Atlanta, so I hope.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I just kind of planned for that kind of thing. Brandon Cooks looks really good. Travis Kelce.
That's what won it for him. The 2 touchdowns from Kelsey.
Yeah.
And he had 2 touchdowns.
And they were early, too. Like, it wasn't like
Yeah.
he had 2
You didn't have to
quick
wait for
touchdowns.
it.
No, and it was over.
He's pretty good. Kelsey's pretty good. He's recently ranked
Yeah.
that high. All right, Caleb, you want to walk us through your win this week?
Man, I love you, Sean, but I am glad I was playing you. I mean, in my defense, so like David Johnson and Mike Davis also had terrible days, like in real life, but they both got 1-yard touchdowns. And my players didn't do well, but they didn't get in the end zone, so that helped him. But like his studs didn't do good. Brady didn't play well, and then Devontae Adams didn't play well, so that helped.
Got locked up.
It also has to be a record that Kyler Murray only completed 9 passes.
I thought he was 8 for 24,
No,
something like
he's
that.
9 for like
really bad.
27, but he still had almost 29 fantasy points.
Just the rushing yards.
Yeah,
I'm sure did he get a rushing touchdown again?
9 for 24. He did get a rushing touchdown and like 70 rushing yards.
There it is. I mean, that's
Yeah,
really good. So
and he didn't make any mistakes. He didn't throw any picks, which he normally does. He's normally good for 1 or 2 of them.
yeah.
And it saved Hopkins' day because Hopkins was doing terrible, and then he caught a 60-yard pass in the garbage time.
This is the
And
biggest.
then I just overall hate the tight end position. I wish I could just not start anyone. Like,
You can. That's an option.
I know, but like then I'm going to be even more mad when they do well.
Yeah, remember this guy?
Yeah.
You
I
just
did.
draft George Kittle every year.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Hey. That's my player.
I had him last year.
So, we'll go over the rest of the box score before we talk about.
I mean, yeah, and I was missing at the time 2 top 5 running backs. Dalvin and Chris Carson were 3 and 5 before the week, so that definitely
When
hurts.
you lose both of them and you're still able to get a win, that's pretty good.
Dude, I'm telling you, get me past week 8 when Kyler has his bye, and I have my full team at full health, and I'm gonna start beating ass again.
Well, knock on wood,
I don't need to. My
Okay.
boys got it like that.
Kyler's going to tear his ACL in this
He
game.
physically can't. It's
Whoa.
too tiny. It's too small.
I don't think he has an ACL.
Exactly. His legs are just jello. That's why he looks like a bad kid running away from getting punished.
Yep, I have a video.
Telling you, 1 hit away, dude. He's 1 hit away from never playing
Yeah,
football.
but they can't
again.
touch him.
Thomas
It's fine.
keeps
When they do.
Kyler, anti-Kyler.
Yep.
Wait,
Just
what
saying,
You still holding on to that take, Thomas?
Lamar?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, you mean the number 1 ranked quarterback? Is that what you're talking about? Sorry.
Dude, I'm
no,
saying that if he gets
man.
injured this year, no one's gonna remember him.
How are the Cardinals doing? Or
What?
the record?
They're
If he
4 and
gets
2.
if he gets hit by a defensive end,
They're 4
hard
and 2,
enough,
and they have a
he will
terrible
never play
defense.
again. And people will talk about RG3 before they talk about Kyler Murray.
I just
Hey, RG3
fundamentally don't believe you.
I mean,
Anyways.
okay. Where were we? So this one, wow, this was holy shit.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
Dang
10
it.
yards.
John has won 2 weeks in a row by less than 1.
That's wild.
The man just knows how to win. Respect it.
Julio with 25.7, he got 2 touchdowns, right? I saw that.
Yep. A big one, too.
Pretty good.
I should have asked for more than for Ryan Tannehill because he's like the MVP now.
Yeah, the Titans look really good. Like Tannehill looks really good.
I mean, they almost lost, but yeah.
Yeah, right. And I heard-
Fantasy-wise, though, they look really good.
yeah, I saw something
Not their
on
defense.
TikTok. We'll get to it when we'll just go ahead and go down here. I saw someone on TikTok that was saying like they didn't like Derrick Henry. I don't know about this take, but they didn't like Derrick Henry because he got a shit ton of points in the last touchdown and in overtime too. It's like this is
Yeah.
No, if he didn't get his 2 touchdowns, he would have only had like 15 points.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah.
But he got
But
his.
what's your
that's-
point? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he does. He had what did he have, like a 98-yard touchdown a year ago?
Something
Yeah,
like
He
that.
does that.
It's really crazy how fucking good he is. I mean,
It's more surprising Kenyon Drake got 28.
Oh my
Like
god.
that's bullshit because the 69-yard touchdown at the end.
Yep.
I think it's you play every fucking person you got against Dallas. I think that's what.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Guess so. Yeah.
So
Well, it was also so good because their offense was so good that most games turned into a shootout. But they did not look good without Dak.
Oh yeah, no.
And Butterfingers Zeke.
Gallup, and Zeke.
Now what happened to Zeke this week?
He fumbled it twice and
When
got
they benched
pretty
him.
much benched. Yeah.
He was on the Cowboys. That's what happened.
Yeah, he is
You
Thomas.
put the best quarterback in the league. You give him his ankle back.
He's still the league leader in passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
R.I.P. All right, next game. So Thomas, this is your game. Another time.
Not a bad week, Thomas.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of scoring better than half the league and losing. I mean,
Certainly.
it's
didn't
like
do that
what
last
Caleb said a couple weeks ago. It's like you gotta chalk it up to luck sometimes, and I don't know. Unless I get a win here, I'm really heartbroken. My team, I have faith in my team, but I mean, it's just whatever the other person wants to do.
Well, and you've been playing the harder division all year. This is your first game against the other division, right?
Yeah, this was
Pretty sure.
Probably.
And
Yeah,
our
I mean-
division has significantly more points for. Like that's just a fact.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Even us down here at the bottom. In our division.
I'm pleased with
So
my
wrong.
I'm pleased with my Justin Jefferson pick. I think I got him like at least the last like maybe 3 rounds or something. He's really turned into something pretty special.
Yeah.
turned into the Diggs
I
player.
know that's crazy, like 30 points. You can't expect that every week. But
Yeah.
he's
But
definitely like he's starting to steal a lot of targets from Thielen, which
Thielen's still doing fine. He's a number
He's
one
still
wide
doing
receiver.
garbage time touchdown. He was getting shut down. He had like 3 points.
but for Jefferson to like come into the league and already have this much hype around him, I was proud that I was picked him up in the last couple rounds.
I mean, he's
So
doing the
proud of my
deep ball stuff that Diggs was there for.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder who has Diggs now?
John, and he's doing very
Does
well.
he's doing well.
Yeah,
He's number 6 wide receiver.
yeah.
6. Okay. Yeah, he's good.
You passed him.
But next week, I'm looking forward to next week. I picked up Boston Scott, so I heard he's supposed to have a breakout game because he's coming in for whoever the Philly running back was. So we'll see. Put him at RB2,
This is why you're 1-5.
and then I picked up.
So Rex Burkhead RB1.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean no, Kamara's back, so I'll have Kamara. I mean, I have big names. I got Mahomes, Kamara, Ridley, Kittle. I mean, I picked up Randy Bullock, the Cincinnati kicker, so maybe
He's been
Yeah, I
good
had a-
after that first
I
game.
kept claiming for the kicker. I didn't realize people pick up fucking kickers on the waivers.
Well, you do if
You get
The
him.
kicker has a bye.
this guy. He's been doing really well. He's
Yeah,
got
are you-
9, 13, 12, 17, 3, and 11. Besides the 3 game,
Sounds pretty trash compared to the specs.
I mean, I lost here. I don't know what else to say.
Because the Colts are okay with being mediocre.
We are really good at getting to the 30-yard line.
That's what I'm saying. And Phillips'
you
legs
kinda
are like,
just-
I
just
can't get
gave
any
up.
more. Might as well just let young buck come out and kick us.
Fuck, so the Colts.
All right. Well, good game. He scored the most points in the league. So, I mean,
Only
Yeah.
team over 100.
you deserve to win.
Yeah.
Hate that the second person that scored the most points had to lose, but it is what it is.
And Derrick Henry really is hitting for Heath. Because it shows him taking him number 1 overall. The last 3 weeks,
Yeah.
it looks like.
I mean, who knows what Christian – I mean, obviously.
Right, you're not saying.
Christian's got that most points per game.
It does. So, yeah, I mean, kudos to Heath. Also, people, he's got DK, and people forget about Will Fuller, bro.
Will Fuller, yeah. He had that one goose egg game.
DK too, but the one goose game. But like other than that, I mean, he's killing it.
Well, it's because Deshaun Watson's playing well, and he's
He's
the
don't- I
number
mean,
1
he's-
receiver.
the only. I mean, I guess they got Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's solid number 2.
They fired their coach. They look a lot better.
Well, they lost.
I mean, the first couple weeks they looked terrible. I mean, they fired the coach for a reason.
No, yeah, he's bad.
And okay, so we'll move on to the next game. Right into Deshaun Watson, who
it's his second like season best game in a row.
Yeah, he played really well.
Yeah, so that's good to see. I like Deshaun Watson.
4 touchdowns, no picks.
CEH, is this the last we're gonna see of CEH? You guys think?
Yep.
Yeah. Rip.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't think we're gonna be talking.
I think they're both gonna like knock each other.
Yeah,
out
as
of,
far
like,
as a fantasy standpoint, for sure.
I don't think that they're. No, I think they will still both be good. I mean, they're on one of the best offenses in the league with the best quarterback in the league.
Like,
I definitely think they'll both be playable.
It's gonna be like the Baltimore backfield where like you.
Nah, not at all. It's gonna be way better than the Baltimore backfield.
I think like Baltimore,
it's just hard to predict, like who's gonna do well.
I think it's gonna be slightly worse than Cleveland at the beginning of the year, where Chubb and Kareem could both be played. I just think it's gonna be slightly worse because Cleveland ran the ball so much, and
the
Chiefs don't run the ball that much. But still,
you'd
rather run Odell than pass it to him.
I would say that's probably gonna be his highest for the rest of the year. 169 yards.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yardage or points? Because I would say I bet he gets over that again.
Yardage and carries. He's not getting 26 carries again.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Did y'all know that there was the most run plays ever ran in an Andy Reid game? He's never ran more times in a game than he ran in that game.
Well, it worked.
I kept Jamal Charles for so long.
Don't fix it till it's.
I thought he was with the Eagles when that happened.
Did he not? I thought he coached Jamal Charles for a couple years.
Maybe. He might. Let me look.
Okay, you find that. I could have sworn Jamal Charles. There was one year.
I mean, I know he was. I mean, it was definitely around that
right.
time.
I mean, who did Andy Reid have in Philly?
LaShawn McCoy.
Huh?
No. And Cole, you want to talk about your game?
Yeah.
Last one of the week?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't do good, but this was my first week under 98 points, so I'm hoping I'm just gonna chalk it up to an outlier. And Zach is a low key. He is like second to last in points for and dead last in points allowed, but over the last 2 weeks, he's 2-0 and he's averaging over 100 points a game. So.
Damn. Okay. Well, after the trade.
Matt Ryan got 6 points last week and then just decided to drop 31. So.
Yeah, that game made no sense. Like the defense played well and Matt Ryan went crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Matt Ryan plays well when Julio plays. For years.
That's fair.
And the problem. When Julio doesn't play, Matt Ryan is ass.
That's
Julio
fair.
comes back, he plays fucking out of his mind. That's when he's the good Matt Ryan fantasy quarterback.
They're also playing for their job.
I mean, I definitely think he should be out of the league, but it's just my opinion. He's terrible.
And Andy Reid had 2 years Andy Reid had 2 years with Jamal Charles as the starter in Kansas City. He joined Kansas City in 2013. And then Charles was the starter for 2013 and 14. But then before that, I guess, he had – I don't know when LaShawn McCoy came in.
What you looking at, Jackson?
All right, so let's talk about your team, Caleb. We can go more in depth. Anything else you want to talk about? I mean, big booms and Chris Carson and D-Hop
and the guy that I drafted last year that I drafted this year too and love him is Robert Woods.
Who is your least favorite and favorite pick?
My least favorite would be –
when did you draft him?
I mean, it wouldn't be Higbee. He won me that week against Jackson.
That's
as much as
true.
I hate him. He had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, let me look at the draft board. Let me see.
Yeah, I definitely draft some people. Thomas came in here hyping him up, and I didn't say any of that.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's some bullshit. He ain't going to do that ever again.
My favorite pick is either Chris Carson or Kyler Murray.
You drafted Sony Michel. Yeah.
Oh, I did draft Sterling Shepard. He hasn't played a single game all year, but
That's not
wait,
good.
maybe he has. I never started him.
Oh, he's not doing anything worth starting. You also, I mean, that was late, but Daniel Jones
Oh yeah.
did not take the leap.
That's got to be the biggest.
Well, also his team has been hurt. He lost Saquon. Sterling Shepard hadn't played most of the year.
Yeah.
He didn't have any of his weapons, so you can't blame him too much. Our offensive line is god awful.
But also, he just fumbles it. He's averaging like over a fumble a game for his career.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
That's good. He gets tackled. I mean, he gets tackled.
I don't know. My favorite pick is definitely either Kyler or Chris Carson because they're both doing better than I had expected them to. I thought Kyler was going to be great this year. I thought he was going to get he was good last year. Like he wasn't a bad fantasy quarterback last year. So, but I didn't think he'd be the number one quarterback going into week 7. I did not think that was going to happen.
I mean, it's a pretty common trend that like the quarterbacks that rush are the best fantasy quarterback. I mean, you got
Yeah.
you got
Especially
Kyler,
it's his sophomore year.
Mahomes,
Cam when he was.
Cam, Josh Allen. I mean, those are the best fantasy quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's his sophomore year, just like when Lamar blew up and Patrick Mahomes blew up.
Yeah, well, Patrick Mahomes.
He's no
Pretty much his rookie season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Crazy.
Quiet about Kyler Murray because he hates him, but
Yeah, because he's gonna get destroyed by him all year, and he can't help it. He hasn't scored under 20 all season. His lowest is like 21.
all right. So I'll stop sharing. This is when we take the drum roll over to Cole's screen.
All right, folks. Time to share my screen.
Roll through Power Rank.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Spoilers.
I think I know who's number 1.
It's me.
It's Thomas because I felt bad.
I need something.
All right, so Power
Something to look forward
Rankings
to.
week 6. And that's Bruce Willis and the Sixth Sense.
Okay. Nice.
Number 1, it's Tiny Giants.
You shouldn't have done it. You should have really put him as number 2 just to fuck with him on the podcast.
I know.
Okay, so to be fair, I talked to John about it, and I was like, if Heath was number 1, I wasn't going to be upset.
Yeah,
he won 4 in a row.
I told
had the
Heath
best
like he has a
record.
legitimate chance of being number 1, and I definitely considered it. But
Yeah, I was talking to John about that. I was like, I would not be upset being number 2 if it was behind Heath because he's won 4 in a row.
yeah, he's
pretty
doing
impressive.
great. And that's why he is number 2. Oh yeah, can we? I haven't posted it, so I can't play it. But wait, let me fucking post it so I can just so I can play this fucking video.
Him running like a bad kid.
Yep. This is good radio. Good.
How many times have you been number 1?
podcasting.
How long have you been number 1?
Huh?
How many times have you been number 1?
I think this is his 3rd week of being number 1. But I did find this out. The number 1 team is 1-4 the week after.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I was surprised by that. So
But I've been number 1.
I mean, who
At
else
least
has been number 1?
half of
John was
them.
number 1.
yeah, I think you've been at 3
Cole was
times.
number 1.
John,
I think I've been at 4.
John was number 1
because I've been number. It's the only other people who have been number 1 is you were number 1 last week and John was number 1 the week before.
Yeah,
I was number 1 in preseason. I did my
there
own.
was no preseason.
So I've been
I
number
did
1
one.
4 times.
I did my.
Okay. Well, yeah, you were also the only win is from the first week to the second week.
Yep.
You won. So yeah, that's a trend to keep looking for.
Let me watch this video.
Can I watch it?
You need
This
to like
is-
preview it. Press preview.
Okay.
Oh boy. Tabs on tabs on tabs.
Sorry, guys. Forgot that I posted this video.
Need to see it though.
What is
Come on,
this
bro.
video?
It says he runs like a bad kid.
They just broke something, bro. Wait. Fuck,
Badass
come on.
toddler. Just go to the link. Just go to the link.
Look what you did.
Oh.
I think it's because I'm previewing it. Let me-
Oh my.
Oh.
Can I just go to the fucking site?
Can you show us on your phone?
All right, you're gonna have to edit this out or something.
Things take me forever.
Thomas hasn't said a word. Are you eating some?
I did. I was eating my dinner. I'm here now.
That's good. What'd you have?
Breakfast
We can
sandwich.
find another reoccurring guest, Thomas.
Anyways,
I was hella fast on those Peaky Blinder things, so I don't know if you guess.
the lines are
Your locks of the
surprised.
week are terrible, right?
What?
You know your locks of the week are terrible.
I know, dude. Nothing is going my way the past
My lock of the
3
week
weeks
is going to
for
consistently beat the opposite.
anything with football related. I've just been doing horrible.
It was a pretty bad weekend in general, except for other than the Colts winning. I mean, Auburn lost, Georgia lost.
One.
Colts sucked. My fantasy team was terrible. Everybody got fucking hurt.
Maybe 11. I don't think I'm last.
Yeah, last got to be Sean.
Yeah. It's gotta be. I mean, if I'm behind Sean,
What's
well,
gone?
no. I think he did beat me, though. I think
About to lose
all the teams.
He's about to lose Mike Davis.
here we go.
Says he
we
runs like a
go.
badass kid that just broke something.
This is not what?
That was it.
That was it.
No. Okay, well, this is the video, I guess, but that's not the caption.
God, he's a monster. Look at that. Oh,
My God, he's so
Just-
fat.
beauty.
Just the way
Ooh.
he moves his arms.
His arms are
And
so
because his legs are so tiny, they're infant legs.
It's so good. Anyways, sorry for the delay there. Yeah. Number 2 is Heath. Derrick Henry. James Conner has also been really solid since he traded for him. We're going to have to wait and see what kind of point Bell's going to put up. But look at this. I know Derrick Henry has the all-time record for high school rushing yards in career, by the way, all time. In his senior season, fourth game of the year, he carried the ball 45 times for 510 yards and 6 touchdowns. 500. This man ran for 1,000 yards in one game.
Yeah, but he was also like the size he is now in high school.
I know.
The videos of him, it wasn't fair.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not. This man multiple times ran for over 300 yards, like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I was confused as why you highlighted my name, but I get it now. I was like, oh shit.
Or Jackson. Yeah. Tyan wasn't able to recreate the greatness, but we'll see. One thing.
And for Henderson, right?
Yeah. Which I'm happy about. But quarterback is one area that, I mean, Cam Newton can't do it all by himself. Julian Edelman just decides to be shit now, so he's got no weapons to throw to. Had a rushing touchdown, which gave him 18. But yeah, I mean, if there's one weakness, I guess might be that.
Yeah, but if you're getting
All right.
17 from your quarterback, that's not – I mean, he's not losing a week because of that.
Yeah, but like without that rushing touchdown at the end, yeah.
Well, without Derrick Henry's 94-yard touchdown, he'd
yeah,
have
of
40
course,
points.
yeah.
That's what Cam does.
Now Miles Sanders fumbled on the 1.
Me, number 3, and I forgot to put.
You're gonna get some heat for this. Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah, I would definitely considered putting myself lower. There's 6 4-2 teams.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's
But
not
I'm still 3rd, I think, in points for, and I'm only like 1 point behind Heath. And that was with this fucking disastrous game. It's my first game under 98. So obviously it was much lower than 98, but I'm not too worried. Josh Allen gets to play the Jets next week, so I'm guaranteeing at least 25.
Are you,
Probably.
are you guys in the boat of like if you have your star quarterback going up against a team like the Jets, you like have lower expectations because you feel like they're just gonna be up, they're just gonna run, versus like I'd much rather play like Dallas or like
I mean, if they're my star
Yeah, but the
quarterback,
Bills don't run the
like-
ball. They cannot run the ball. They physically can't do it. Singletary and Zach Moss are terrible.
They were pretty bad.
I'm surprised they didn't get Le'Veon. Or did
yeah,
They don't have a cap space.
it was kind of up to Le'Veon, wasn't
Yeah, I
it?
know, but they weren't everyone's. Maybe they were.
Yeah, I mean, he probably has a better chance of winning a ring with the Chiefs. It's probably what he wants.
Probably wants to get away from as far away from New
Also,
York as
Andy
he
Reid
can.
can make him look a lot better than he is. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's bad, but
I had some injuries as well. Jonnu Smith. Hoping he's going to be okay this week. And Darius Slayton caught a touchdown right before he got hurt. I'm not going to start him this week probably, but
Zach wanted me to make sure you didn't make excuses about the injuries because like John.
No. Even if they were healthy, I would have lost for sure. I mean, unless Johnny was out here catching 3 touchdowns, but
He told me to tell you bad game.
The backup had over 100 receiving yards and a touchdown.
that's fair. I mean, yeah. I probably, yeah. Y'all ever seen Little Giants?
Love
Yes.
that movie.
Good movie.
So good.
Throwing toilet paper at
Hell yeah.
Why is that your
Texans.
Do like the
Because I had the
fumble
Giants
risky.
D and also Darius Slayton. The Giants D was
put it on
a
the time
nice
now.
surprise.
Tiny Giants?
Yeah, fair, but I prefer Little Giants.
He likes the movie more.
Also, Josh Jacobs being back this week should help, hopefully. Number 4 is Jones Squared. If he would have lost this game, he obviously wouldn't be number 4. But like we said, before, this man just figuring out ways to win. He got 5 points from his quarterback and won this week. How fucking crazy is that?
I do want to point out that of the 4-2 teams, he has significantly more points against.
Yeah,
significantly.
115 points like against him per game.
Yeah.
115. That's tough.
He has 690 points against on the year, which is kind of ridiculous
Yeah, almost
compared to the other 4-2 teams.
Almost 700. It's like it's my first sentence. Like nearly has 700. Luckily, he won't have to start Baker Mayfield ever again because he's got Russell. But there's one glaring issue with his team is that he does not have a running back 2 to save his fucking life. Mike Boone, no. Duke Johnson, no. Matt Breida.
Mike Boone is, I want to point out, the 4th string running back on the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay,
That
but he
is
was
crazy.
projected 9 something this past
What is
week.
John doing with RB2?
He doesn't have one,
It doesn't have
but
one.
he's still finding ways to win.
Like I know I'm lower on the waiver priority, but I feel like there's gotta be.
I mean, Mike Boone was literally projected 6 points per game.
Yeah, but the Vikings also activated Amir Abdullah and used him a lot more than Mike Boone.
Mhm.
Well, tell that to John.
I mean, when you're starting a 3rd-string running back, I feel like you should look at
Yeah.
who's going to be playing.
And he's got so many. Oh yeah, here's a
He's got so
Julio
many
Johnson
receivers. I
post.
tried to trade him.
Mina Squirrel.
He wants like
The lead caption.
Mina Squirrel.
It is what it is.
2,000 likes.
Let's try
But,
to recreate that. See how many likes we get.
He's got so many good. He's got AJ Brown, Stephon Diggs, Julio Jones, even
CeeDee
Cole
Lamb.
Beasley was like good. So it's just like
Yeah, Cole Beasley got a touchdown, right?
they all got
And-
double-digit points.
CeeDee Lamb is
Like-
better than Cole Beasley.
Trade one of those. Like
I've tried to trade John multiple times. It's like
I mean, if you keep winning, then
Okay, but like at the same time, like arguably Julio, AJ, and Stephon can be argued to be a top 10, top 15 wide receiver.
yeah.
Has anyone offered him a top 10 running back? And I don't think so.
I don't think like I want it. You don't have to trade for the top. You
But
can
it's
trade
easier to
for the
find.
No, I
top.
understand,
Try and
but,
say
like-
it's like a RB20 or something. You're not rolling out.
I
Mike,
know, but like
taking your shot at
no, like I wouldn't want to trade a potential top 10 wide receiver every week.
I'm
not a
saying
sure
I'm not
thing.
saying trade AJ Brown. I mean, it's got to have something that he can. Fucking Cole Beasley is probably worth more than.
I tried to get
I
Cole
got.
Beasley in this past week. I tried to trade him.
He got 45 yards and a touchdown. But
I mean, he can have Alexander Madison if he's going to back up Vikings running back. So he can have him. I'll just take Diggs. I'll talk to him after
Fair
this.
trade.
After this.
Right.
Just Viking for former Viking.
Yeah.
All right. So that was number 4. So number 5 is our first non-4-2 team. Jonathan goes up 2, and just like John, if he would have lost this one, he would be lower. But he eked out a win. A lot of close games this week. Deshaun's really come into his own. Juju, he's kind of like one of the biggest busts this entire season. He's like, I think he's, let's see. He's only, like I said last week, he's only surpassed 50 receiving yards once, and he's like wide receiver like 45 or some shit.
He's still dancing though.
Well, it's because they got Deontay Johnson, they got Chase Claypool, they got that other dude, right? And they all just.
And James Conner, like you said, have been playing well. Like they're not throwing it 40 times a game.
But like even so, like you expected him to be like the number one guy.
True.
Even if they have some.
He's also on a contract year, which kind of sucks for him because he's not going to get a fat paycheck like he wanted.
They're like, we went 5-0 without, we didn't really need you.
But things aren't looking great in that sense because, Le'Veon's coming to take Clyde Edwards-Helaire's carries, and then even though he'll still be good, and then Kareem Hunt's still going to be good when Nick Chubb returns, but it's not great. But Kenny Golladay has he's scored in double digits. He's only played 3 games, but he's gotten double digits in all of them. So he's good. He's just like a solid guy that no one really.
So here's my question about John's team. I still think John's team's really good, but like with what you just said, he barely wins this week.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 2 running backs that are going to be on a decline in the next 3 weeks. Like, are you taking into account like that in the power rankings, or are you saying just because he won this week and he's 3-3 and this is points forward, that's why he's number 6? Because I feel like it's more of like a standings type thing than like power rankings, which would be like full season projection.
But I mean, also at the same time, you don't want to punish someone before they start doing
right.
Yeah. Like he's still won. He scored 90-something points, which would have beat a lot of people in the league.
But I'm just using this as an example.
Yeah.
Like with John all the time, it's just like can that be continued?
Right.
Like what I said about like John like a few weeks ago, like he was number 4 with like an asterisk, but I fully expected him to lose because he was starting Wayne Gallman and fucking.
And he won.
But he won. So like for that reason, I don't really go for like full season projections. I'm just kind of taking it week by week, and I take in like full like what you've done this season, and if like. But like, if Zach like won his first game and like I wasn't gonna like put him at the bottom just because Saquon got hurt or whatever.
Well, like you take my team for example. Like last week I was number 6, but I lost my best player, and so like I thought I was a little high because I don't think my team is very great.
Yeah.
Like because it was more of like what I've done up to this point versus like the next. Like I feel like. It's not looking forward. It's more. Yeah,
the future isn't looking great for you right now. But like I try not to punish you too much, like until I see the results. So like
before that happens.
Like,
you can say I don't think he's going to be good, and then he ends up being fine.
Like I'll say like I think I do say in your slide or whatever. Like I fully expect you to like lose some games. If those people stay out, which will like knock you down lower, but like with John, like you could pull out a win, like who knows? All right. So that was number 5. Number 6 is Cam. He's also 4-2. People can't do shit against him. 84.5 points per game. But also like Aaron Rodgers is not gonna have a 3-point game probably for the rest of his career. Like that's awful for a quarterback. And he didn't even have anyone like go off. He only scored 77, obviously.
You got it
But,
done though.
He ain't play nobody, Paul. Justin Tucker was his like only other like. I mean, he's got the. Does he have DeAndre Swift? No. But I mentioned DeAndre Swift because he kind of had a breakout game, and that's going to be bad for Adrian Peterson, who he has. And then like I said, he's not going to win a championship with a running back core of Adrian Peterson, Devin Singletary, and Joshua Kelly. So this game kind of showed how badly he needs Christian McCaffrey. And Caleb is gone.
He's going to the bathroom. He's texting me.
Okay. Number 7 is Zach, who beat my ass this week. And I do kind of give him the raw end of the deal, but he is second to last in points for, and he's actually last in points against. But these last 2 weeks, he's scored over 100, and he's had 2 blowout wins. So like, the man is just winning, and you got to respect that. Matt Ryan kicked my ass. He's forward 2, which is tied for best record in the league, but he's number 7, just because, But if you just keep winning, it doesn't matter. Let's see. This fucking video.
No, I can't hear
What?
it. I can't hear it, but he says get fucking set, doesn't he?
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
can't hear that?
It says
is
get
it-
fucking set.
Yeah, he's like, get fucking set. Well, read the article and then watch it.
That's funny.
But yeah, the man just keeps winning. What did I say? Whatever.
What do you
Respect
think Chris
Zach.
Godwin's going to be like for the rest of the year? I was just curious. He had a bad week this week, and he's been hurt all year.
Yeah.
Different injuries, too. It's been, like, not the same thing. He had a concussion. He had a hamstring injury.
I think he'll be all right.
I think it's significantly more worrisome for Mike Evans.
Yeah, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans is getting in the end zone, though.
Yeah, but he had 1 this week.
Yeah, but it's like, he's definitely some touchdown dependent.
I understand. I also think it's just
Chris
Brady
Godwin's back,
spreads the ball out more.
And Gronk is now, like, appearing to be, sort of a guy now.
Alive.
I feel
Knocking the rust off.
That's going to knock some of his red zone opportunities. Like, I feel like if I had to take someone in this league that's going to have a worse second half of the year, it's going to be Mike Evans. That would be my take for the second half of the year.
Okay.
But I think
fair.
I think Chris Godwin would be. I didn't watch a single snap of football this past weekend.
Well, if Mike Evans is going to do worse, I would.
No. I think because Chris Godwin comes back, that makes Mike Evans do.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, also, Ronald Jones has been playing very well. So, like, they've been running the ball a good bit.
That's my guy.
Offense has been clicking.
I like
I
him.
know. And Brady just spreads it out so much. Like, Winston last year was just like, screw it. Mike Evans is
just
down there
those
somewhere.
two guys,
Chris Godwin's is down there,
Yeah, no, that's
Brady just
definitely
doesn't
not a
do
shot.
that.
Like, I think Mike Evans is probably like one of the most talented people in the league, but fantasy-wise, I think it takes a shot.
Yeah, the offense is just different.
All right, number 8. So we got respect the specs. Jackson, here you are. Down 2 from there wasn't a ton of like big movers or shakers. So down 2 is about as bad as it got. You still have some solid stats. But start of the week, getting 13, that's not great.
Yeah.
This was my fun stat that I only realized like halfway through while I was writing. Wait.
What the fuck? What?
What does that even mean?
What does that even mean?
Just want my religion's Matthew Stafford.
Why does
Why
he
does
have
he
no
look like
neck?
that?
What?
I don't know. I just saw
It took the neck off of him.
All right.
it.
Looks like Kyler Murray.
Sounds good.
But the interesting stat that I saw is that not a single one of your players surpassed their like projected points. And usually when people have like bad weeks, there's at least like one guy who was projected like 6 and got like 7. So I'd imagine that hasn't happened very often in this league.
We need to check Sean's team.
Yeah. But like I just feel like
We'll put Heath
what?
on it. We'll put Heath on it.
What you
not
say?
a,
It'll be one of
not
the
a single
stats.
one of your players.
Oh yeah, no, I did see that. I mean, 3 of them were hurt, so.
I know. I mean, I know. I don't care how they did it, but
I know that. Yeah, no, I get that, but I'm sure that's
Doesn't
happened.
matter. Zach
I mean,
Ertz
people
is
like Caleb
washed
scored
anyway.
fucking 40. I'm sure it happened.
yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure one of
Sorry, Caleb.
Like usually when people
Well,
people score like 50
or 70,
I mean,
there's
still
just
scored
like
70 points. Yeah.
yeah, I know. Like that's a kind of a handpicked stat because Joe Mixon was projected 12.9 and he got 12.9. So
I had 4 people. I had 4 people in double digits, and so like when I looked,
yeah,
hey, I'm having a good week. I was like, oh wait, shit, no, I'm not.
yeah,
Hmm.
and it sucks because like you didn't have to score that much to win.
And the Miles Sanders touchdown.
That's what I like. That's why I'm not that worried about.
Just salt in the wound.
That's why I'm not worried about like my.
You didn't even have to score that much to win, and you're still lost.
We got a really easy opponent.
I would have been much more mad if like Zach went and scored like 78 and I only and I was close, but
It's almost like losing on a last-second unneeded touchdown. It's crazy.
Hey.
I haven't mentally gotten over that.
Thank you.
number 9, Thomas is getting worried. It's feeling chubby.
Oh, and he's
going
gonna get destroyed this week.
He's gonna get destroyed. Is that what you said?
Oh, dude! If your stud is Kenyon Drake, I will bet $50 he doesn't.
Well, that was
score
just
28
this week.
I know, but I'm saying he ain't getting, bro. 10th in points for? I don't even need Dalvin.
No, he started Miko Hardman who had 0 and he lost by 0.1.
Yes.
Holy fuck!
Yes.
Holy.
No, get this.
He went
Get
to
this.
bed
Wait.
thinking he was winning.
Wait. Get this.
Oh.
Miko Hardman 0, Rams D -1, and goose eggs. Mike Gesicki had 0. So he started 2 people who got 0.
Hey,
3 for -1?
Funnier?
3 for
Yep, 3 for
-1?
-1. 3
fuck.
for -1.
Dude,
That's
you
just
know
your
what's
fault.
also funny is that
But like Mike
Two
Gesicki's
other
been
Dolphins-
good.
that's what I'm saying. 2 other Dolphins tight ends scored touchdowns that weren't Mike Gesicki. 2 of the backup tight ends
Me
scored touchdowns
and
that weren't
John
him.
were watching, and like the white tight end caught a touchdown. We're like, "Fuck, that was Gesicki," and it's like, "Nope, it's another guy." But he only had 2 targets that game, and Miko Hardman only ran 10 total
What's
routes.
that? I just read that. What's I
Which
thought-
was weird because Sammy Watkins didn't play.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I said
They
wrong.
used DeMarcus Robinson a lot,
Yeah.
Ew.
but
He's an
obviously they ran it a bunch. So
Right.
so yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough.
That's a bad beat. That's worse than Miles. That's not as bad as Miles Sanders.
It's so much worse because you went to bed thinking you won, and then
Yeah.
you woke up and lost by less than a point because of a stat correction.
Less than
stat
0.1 of a point.
Yeah, so so when they went to bed, Ryan Tannehill had 30 points, and when he woke up, he only had 28 because ESPN for some reason gave him points for throwing a
He
2-point
really did only
conversion
have 28,
and
but-
receiving
Yeah.
2-point conversion. So they took the 2 away, and then he lost.
All right. Number 10 is Feed Me. He didn't have
Look at
a
Tom.
bad week. I know. I'm so sorry, Thomas. You know.
How you gonna put him at 11, bro?
This ain't power rankings. This is just rankings. This is
No.
I
You
mean,
ain't
he
got no
might
power.
be 12. We don't know yet. He might be 12.
Yeah, you may be 12.
I mean, I can't be like
I don't
number.
listen. I don't
top,
think
top
you're
4 points against and top.
my
5
power
points
rankings
for-
doesn't mean I think you're like this. Like I don't think you're the second worst team in the league.
Well, power rankings to me.
How long it should be?
That's what I
Or
thought.
just
Power
10?
rankings, like this is where they should be, aside from
No,
like,
because
take-
you're not
take
getting
But
it
at that
done.
point, then it would just be going by points for.
Yeah, and it's like you're not winning. Like if the Chiefs had the same team and they were putting up 30 a game, but they were 1-5, like they wouldn't be high on the power rankings. You can be like, well, they have a good team, but they're just not winning.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
No, I disagree with that.
Well,
I
Do you think they would put the Chiefs in the top 10 in the power rankings if they were 1-5?
well, the fantasy is different because you
Well,
can't control your opponent's points.
Exactly.
Unlike-
Yeah, but like if you're
Right.
1-5, you're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, but I'm saying that I'm 1-5
No,
because
but
I
that-
can't
but the
control.
power ranking in the NFL is also incorporating the defense.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like obviously the defense isn't good, so then no. But if
Well,
it's
he's
like,
not 12. Well, he might.
But like I feel like power
He's
rankings
not 12.
like why the Packers were number 1 going into last season because they've been playing really well.
We gotta create a new word for it besides power. Maybe just like Cole's ranking.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
haven't
I don't
been
care what you
one.
call it.
But like the
I'm
bottom line is that you're
I'm
1
just
and
fucking
5.
with you guys.
The bottom line is you have the tied for the worst record in the league. So
No, I understand. When I hear power rankings, it's like
I hear you, Tom.
my team. Yeah, see,
I
know.
also agree that it's like there's definitely a middle
Yeah.
ground.
I just didn't want to. I just like.
But there
It's
is
a little bit. It's a little bit of this, a
Cole's
little bit of this,
top,
a little bit of that.
what he wants with.
It's like Cole's.
Yeah.
power
You're gonna
ranking,
commentate
yeah.
on it. Hell,
Like
tell
I
him.
want to balance like going by points for and also by record. Like
No,
I want
no,
that
I
to be
get
a
it.
balance because
Right.
then it'd just be so easy because then you could just go to the standings and look at
Who would be number 1?
Yeah.
probably, but-
Yeah,
because like I say in your we'll go over Colts
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
let's talk about Cole's team.
Yeah. Fucking Butterfingers over here with 2 fumbles, but
Ooh.
Lamar Jackson had a great week. He was not great last week, but a bounce back. Ronald Jones, he was on my team last year and helped me win some games, so I love seeing him find some success. He has Mark Andrews on a bye this week, so Rob Gronkowski kind of showing out could be huge for him. Let's see. Mark Andrews, Damian Harris only had 12 snaps, so that's not, and he started him. Anyways, yeah, Thomas. You're number 2 points against. Like it's rough.
And number 4 points.
Yeah, points for. You need to stop starting Rex Burkhead. He's never going to get you 27 points ever again.
He might.
I owed him a couple of weeks.
I
just
guess
for
so.
that game.
I don't know why you started the Packers defense. I don't know what the thought process there
San
was.
Francisco got -4 last week.
Yeah, I get not wanting to start.
I wanted to punish them.
I get not wanting to start the 49ers D, but like
With the 49ers play.
I picked up Green Bay because
the
previously
49ers, the week they got -4 was when they got
Right, who they
over
played
by
next-
the Dolphins.
Who they play last week?
This past week they played the Rams,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't start that.
but like they did better.
Yeah.
But you started the Green Bay against the Bucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Green Bay defense hadn't really done anything.
I take my words back, Thomas. You deserve number 11 for starting that.
No. They were previously
I
they were
agree
like
with it. I
top
agree with it.
10 defense, and I was just sick of San Francisco, who is injured ridden, and I was like, I need a new defense.
No, I feel
so I
that.
just picked up defense.
Tampa Bay, like I'd be scared. All right.
Mm,
Also,
they haven't really been scary up until last game, really.
Yeah, and it was
Last
mostly their
Last 2 weeks I think they looked good.
Julian Edelman is averaging 2.68 points in his last 3 games. Had such a great start to the season.
Yeah,
He had like
yeah. He's not.
17.
He needs to get back on the steroids, 100%.
He does.
Cam's not been
He's
there.
He
There's
has
like 2 weeks in
been.
there where he had fuck ass.
He was in there 2 in the last 3 games, right?
Cam played last week was the first game Cam back.
He didn't miss 2 weeks, did he?
I think he did.
Oh, maybe.
This was his last weekend was the first weekend he was back because it was
Because
like
it's like 10 days after your last negative test. So
I think he missed 2 weeks.
I don't think they didn't. No, they didn't.
No,
start
'cause they
Ryan
didn't start-
Ware.
yeah,
Twice in a
he
row.
only missed one. Yeah.
Yeah, they only missed 1.
I never mind.
Either way, Julian Edelman,
Yeah, he's
not great.
kind of washed.
George Kittle, best tight end in the league. Calvin Ridley, back to finding the end zone. Justin Jefferson.
Julio plays. Calvin's good. Julio plays. The Falcons are better.
Yeah, I mean that's
Besides
yeah,
apparently Todd Gurley.
What I'm worried, Thomas, is that because obviously you're a good. You have the players. What I'm worried is you've dug yourself too much of a hole. You're 4 games behind 500.
6 and 7. You've made playoffs.
Yeah, I know.
That's
what I'm saying. Like, but even to go 6 and 7, he's gonna need to win.
He needs a lot of stuff to go his way because there's
He's gonna
already
need to win 5 of his next 7.
A lot of luck.
Yeah, only 6 people make the playoffs, and we already have 6 4-2 teams.
Yeah, it's gonna be real tough. So like
7 weeks left. Like we're not even,
Yeah.
halfway through with that. So I mean, but yeah, it's
you
not over
need
yet.
to probably win about 5 of your next 7 to maybe get in. That's at 6 and 7.
This next one's a must-win for you and Sean.
Yeah, you play
Every
full.
week's a must-win for both of them. They're 1 and 5.
You can go 2 and 6, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also want to like, it's you are not just behind Sean. Don't worry, like because one of our 5. Look, read this. Thomas scores 105
That's the definition of
points
fantasy
per
football.
game.
It's 80%
Luck.
Yeah.
Dude, but like you also have to look at the whole season. He didn't have Michael Thomas or Devontae Adams for a while.
Yep.
Like if you take my first 2 picks out of my team, I'm not 4-2. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
It's
I mean,
totally.
I didn't have my first 2 picks last year, and I did well.
What I think really is starting to show in our league and what shows like fantasy managers or like a good team has the depth. You know, like at this point, I don't think anyone, except for maybe Cole, can say that you've not been injury ridden. I mean, everyone has had fucking deal with this, and you know.
I've only had 1 minor. I mean, I lost Dalvin just this week, but I still won because I was playing Sean.
Yeah, so there you go. So like the top teams in the league don't have injuries. So like all those fuckers in the middle have just been dealing with it. So like I feel like where Sean fucked up was not drafting a lot of running backs. Wide receivers are really deep, so it's not that bad. But like when Lenny, when he drafted was supposed to be in the Jaguars. I mean, that's unfortunate. He gets traded, so he loses Lenny, and then Melvin Gordon gets hurt. So like he's not very deep there. So he has to make a trade for Mike Davis. Zach Ertz was a bust. I mean, all these kind of things.
And wasn't his first win week 1? I think so. I think he's won. I think he's lost 5 in a row.
That might be true. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
No, he beat me.
I think it was week 2, maybe week 1 or 2. I think
He beat me.
But see, what I'm saying is like, so he won early, so he wasn't like top waiver priority. So he started 0-2, so he's got some good waiver ads, and Sean didn't even get that option, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
I started 0-3.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm going back to Zach. He lost his he won his first 2 games, then lost his next 2, and then won his the next 2. So it was like 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 wins, which means he's about to drop 2 L's in a row.
Damn, I hope I play him.
But even his wins when he had Saquon, like week 1, Saquon did terrible against the Steelers D. So it's not like he had a bunch from him anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to that. Don't worry.
Yeah, he got Devontae Adams back this week, but he was locked up by some former Auburn players.
Well, he traded Michael Thomas, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, to who? I didn't.
JB. For
that's right.
Cooper Cup.
David Johnson and
Cooper Cup. I don't hate it either.
Wait, okay. Yeah, I'll have to write about that.
It gives that gives him more depth. I mean, that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cooper Cup didn't do shit this week.
No.
Who
He dropped.
who else?
He
David
dropped.
Johnson.
Cooper Cup dropped 2 touchdowns.
Damn.
Dropped them. Like not like he got dropped one and then he dropped like a bomb. So he could have had a good week.
But at the same time, he's got Mike Davis is good, but Christian McCaffrey's coming back. But
we don't know when.
Turns out that was a really good trade for Sean, even though it hasn't.
Yeah, hasn't translated to wins, but yeah.
But I mean, if he keeps Zach Ertz and doesn't get Mike Davis, I mean, he's averaging in the 60s because Mike Davis.
Yeah.
Well, and the Panthers are winning, so it's not like they're gonna rush Christian McCaffrey back.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't have any reason
What did the
to.
coach say?
Yeah.
He was like, he might be back this week, next week, the week after. He was like nonchalant. Right?
Yeah, they want to make sure he's 100,000% healthy before they.
Especially when they don't need him because they've been playing so well.
Same news I heard, or Zach told me about Eckler. Word on the street, Eckler might not even play the rest of the season.
Yeah,
They're gonna really.
they said he would be back later rather than sooner.
Anyways, this is. I feel like this is gonna be really long. I feel like it took a long time on that one.
Yeah, we're going crazy long, but yeah. All right.
Special episode. Yeah, that's
Stop sharing.
That's it.
All right.
Nice.
So that was great. Next, I guess we can briefly look at what I put together. So while I was sitting here waiting for them to get on the Zoom, I put this together for like 30 minutes. Let me share my screen. This is just running backs. I was gonna do it for all the positions, but it took much longer than I thought it was gonna take. Anyway, so what this shows is it's not super accurate or like. I mean,
It's not accurate.
It is accurate, but
I just made up these numbers.
let me explain. The way I did it was I sorted these guys. This is what the running backs were drafted as, and so this is their draft position. And then this is their ranking in the ESPN app. So like Derrick Henry is drafted number 1, and he's the RB2 on the season. But this does not incorporate this is just total points. So if you're not familiar with the rankings, so like say
Points per game, what really matters.
Right. So say like someone's already had a bye like this, and then like Derrick Henry has had a bye, but if there's a running back in here that hasn't had a bye, they're gonna have more points. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Also, I put the red is that they're doing lower than the running back they were drafted as. And the green would be higher.
Like Josh Jacobs has already had a bye. So.
Right, but like, I mean, you can't really go. I mean, Derrick Henry's still number 2, so like that's fine.
Dalvin Cook missed a game and a half, and he's still number 3.
Like that, yeah, and like a lot of these people are hurt too. But then I took their points per game from the ESPN app, and then I sorted them from first to worst. But that is in order. Like this does not include anyone that's not in the top, that wasn't drafted in the top 30. If that makes sense. So this is not.
I want to
10 points.
I want to know where like James Robinson was drafted as. He was like 4th on the depth chart.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
He wasn't drafted. He was picked up by waivers.
No, I know, but like in like ESPN's like rankings of like preseason, he's got to be like 207.
And they dropped Lenny, and there was like a couple weeks. I remember there was a couple days where I was looking on who to pick up, and there's
Chris Thompson.
Chris Thompson was going the 4th fucking round. I was like, holy shit, he's done nothing.
Then they're not using him like they used him in
Right.
Redskins.
Anyways, this was gonna be too hard for me to.
Whoa.
I didn't want to go through and do all that work, but so this just shows you, in relativity to the other top 30 running backs chosen, this is where they placed. So like Cam Akers is the 30th running back in points per game. That's not including all the running backs that are not on this list. If that makes sense. So he's
30th on this list.
Yeah. So like I just ranks them like this.
Gotcha.
So these might not even be correct, but like as we hinted at, like Christian McCaffrey was the number 1 in points per game. He's missed 4 games, but
he's been the best player this season.
Yeah, but he's been the best points per game. So I thought this was interesting. You can kind of see where it correlates. Like,
hey, it's gonna really bother me if you don't capitalize the C in Dalvin Cook or the J in Ronald Jones. Because every other one is capitalized.
Where do you see this?
In their name.
Also,
don't forget about Ronald Jones.
Dalvin Cook has missed
Don't do
a
it
game and a
now.
half.
Don't do it now. Don't do it now.
Oh,
He has
Kareem
missed a
Hunt
game and a
too.
half.
What the hell, man?
Oh yeah, there were also like game and a halves. Like, people get injured. Like,
the game he got hurt in, he had 15 at halftime.
Oh, he was gonna wreck me.
Crazy.
He was gonna wreck me.
Yeah, right. So like I didn't count that. So like Saquon's missed half a
Yeah.
game. Miles Sanders missed half. Like, So it's like that kind of stuff. But that was interesting. So like Caleb's two people that he drafted in the top 30 have performed better than expected. That shows you something. And like Cam's has, and here's Sean's, which he only drafted. See, they only drafted 2 running backs. See, Jonathan took 4 running backs in the top 30. Only 2 of them have really hit.
Who has taken like the biggest?
Jonathan drafted Ronald Jones. That's not right. It's Cole Clark, didn't he?
Yeah.
Who took the biggest leap?
Not accurate.
Chris Carson went from 17 to number 7.
Gurley went from 19 to 10.
Before Aaron Jones, Kareem Hunt.
29 to 6.
The
Who?
worst one, obviously, like
Kareem Hunt went from 29 to 6.
Damn.
like Cam Akers, and like all these other people have like been hurt. Kerryon Johnson, big bust. So like this is where
Poor guy.
I wanted to
Mark
show
Ingram.
this. I wanted to show this because it's like this is how you can really define busts. Because like some people like I don't know, like Joe Mixon hasn't been great, but he was still. I mean, I drafted him as RB10. He's RB9. But like when he hasn't.
Was
been,
that when you drafted him, or like when like he was RB10 on our board, or he was like
Yes.
RB10
Yes.
on like?
on our board?
Okay.
So he was drafted as a 10th running back. So like you can't compare him. Like I wasn't drafting him to compare him to Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's done okay. He's done okay, but like he's not a bust. Whereas like Le'Veon, I get it, he was hurt, but like Le'Veon's been a bust because his points per game are 5.7. Or like Cam Akers, Kerryon's been a bust because his points are 3.4. Like this is
Half
where
Who's been
like,
ass.
Mark Ingram was drafted at 23. He's sitting at 37. So like I think at the end of the season when we look at this, this will be able to tell what.
I think it'll be completely different probably too.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I have to redo this. So like I feel like every week maybe I'll do this with like a different position. I think it'd be interesting to see where quarterbacks are because quarterbacks I feel like are up and down.
Yeah. I want to see kickers, baby.
Hey, Blanket Baby wasn't drafted, so
I got
I
Carlson.
think I took Butker. I think Butker was the first kicker off the board, and I took him, and he has been mediocre as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't take into account, like, kickers are good on, like, solid offenses. You know,
They don't want their offense to be too good.
Their offense is so good, they
Butker
just score
scores high.
touchdowns. And Butker's missed 4 extra points on the year.
Yeah.
That hurts. See,
That's on him.
the only reason Blankenship is any good or fucking
Because you guys stall out.
guy is because like we
Yeah.
stall out.
Because your offense is okay, but it's not great, so you're not going to get in that zone.
Like the
Well, I think
Raiders.
it's your defense just getting interceptions, for sure.
I mean we score points, but you know. We score like
on
30
the board.
points a game, but anyways. Yeah, so that was cool. Then if we wanted to, we have this guy. So this is the end of week 6. So 6.5 would be the
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
the halfway points in our fantasy regular season. So this is I thought we could just examine, see what's going on. This can be bold. Oh God. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Yeah. So if we just want to look at some of these things,
None of them are good.
None of them are
you
good.
that.
some of them,
Hey, Todd Gurley, top 10 running back.
Yeah.
some of
That's
them
like the only one.
Said,
No, someone said Diggs is going to be a boom. That was right.
He's 10, top 10.
It's
yeah.
Dwight.
So like Hayden Hurst, he hasn't been very good. This is like they have like negative points in the season. I'm pretty sure. Henry Ruggs, he's been hurt a lot, and obviously that's not going to be true. Holly Brown, he's still got a chance. Still got 7 games.
Top 12.
Oh, he's
That's
gonna
so
be good.
random.
Ingram is
The
not.
top 12 would be the wide receiver 1.
Wide receiver 1.
Oh, okay. I see.
Ingram better than Kelsey. That's not turning out to be right.
Mariota's never going to play a football game in his life.
Todd Gurley, top 10 right now. He's top 10. He's number 10
Nice.
right now. So
Good job, John.
without a bye, he is top 10.
Damn, why was Jonathan Jonathan, what the hell, man?
Jonathan went crazy.
Let's see. Let's Amari
Amari
Cooper.
Cooper is a top 25 wide receiver.
He is one right now, right?
I would
Yeah, he
assume
is for
so.
sure. Allen Robinson has got to be close to 10.
He's not. 'Cause I was looking at his team.
I feel like he's like
on.
16.
He's like he's like in the teams, but very good. He's definitely got a chance. Obviously Marlon Mack's out this season.
I forgot he existed.
I did draft him in like the 8th round. So Jonathan Taylor.
David Johnson over 310 touches.
No.
Uh,
DeAndre Hopkins is leading the NFL in receiving yards, so I don't think that's correct.
And Josh Allen will be a top 10.
So as of now, he's got one correct. Unless I don't know the touch, but he's got half of one because Marlon Mack's not top 30, but John Taylor is. So there you go.
Change it to Jonathan Taylor and fucking Himes or
Raheem
something.
Hines.
It's not even him anymore, bro. It's fucking Wilkins.
Who's the second? Oh, fucking what's his name?
Jordan Wilkins.
Yeah. What the yeah.
So JB Mike Evans not top 20. Hey, like I said earlier, I think it's
What is he?
still got a shot.
He's definitely top 20.
Yeah, he's dead.
Top 20 right now with his touchdown. I think he's got a shot.
Where's Tim
Saints
at, right?
0-6.
Yeah, he's
Holy
11.
shit.
He's number 11.
Yep.
Sean said this weekend that Jameis has to start this weekend. Or
What about that 0-6?
Cole Clark
they're
is
3
the
and
first
2.
one that's actually hit. And it's Saquon not top 6, which I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, but that's
And
not. That doesn't count.
I bet I would
He struggled. He was struggling.
I would bet
Rivers has
bet this is-
close.
Yeah, what's he at right now, Jackson?
I'll look
I
at it.
bet he. Well, last game he had 3 touchdowns, but
No way he has more interception. I don't. It's got to be like. I think he has like.
got to be close.
It's
bro.
4-3. It's 4-3. 4
He's only-
TDs to 3 interceptions.
He's only thrown 4 touchdowns.
He fucking sucks, bro. All right. Thomas said
Wait,
Cameron
wait.
Brady top 5 in the MVP race.
Right. Yeah.
Probably not true. Maybe Brady. I don't.
Nope.
Probably.
Brady's
not.
not going to be
Probably
top 5.
No, neither of them will be unless Cam just
Cam
like
goes off.
yeah.
Cam Newton top 7 quarterback.
I bet he would be if he hadn't missed time.
Yeah, but you have to incorporate. I mean, that's the scare with Cam Newton.
Yeah,
You
of
get
course.
hurt.
Well,
I know
it
it's
wasn't
COVID.
an injury.
Right. You're right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Right, you're right. My fault. That wasn't. What is this? I'm not gonna touch it.
Le'Veon did technically lose his job.
I did. That's the only one that's right.
Yeah. And he's not a top 20 right now.
Well, it was mostly Le'Veon loses his job, which is he lost his job. So that's.
He didn't really lose.
Yeah, but it's not like he lost it. It's just
Yeah,
like
he
they got rid of
chose.
him. They just wanted to tank. It's
That's
not
what
like he was
I said.
being outperformed.
But like he's still
by
yeah.
scores.
You should have just said like you should have said Le'Veon not starter.
Or doesn't finish on the Jets.
Loses his job, or he got cut. He lost his fucking job.
He
What
still
I
has.
said-
a
What I
job.
said was not because of Le'Veon's skill. I said it's because of the Adam Gase thing. They're not going to agree, and he's not going to play.
Okay.
That's
Okay. I didn't
that's
know
what
that.
happened.
I didn't know all those exceptions, Jackson. Sorry.
I'll give him my fucking credit. All right. Shit.
Oh my God.
JoJo said Saquon was
Jesse.
MVP, and
Oof.
Deshaun Watson was going to be bad. Well,
Nope.
Deshaun
He's
Watson
been
was
average.
not bad. He's been better.
Average.
Diggs boom.
Yes.
I love how they just do this where we can't really tell if they've been good.
Henry bust.
That's
That's a
not
hot take.
Wrong.
Hot take.
Was it?
Maybe he was talking about Hunter Henry.
Hey, he did say Ridley Boom though, and Ridley
Yeah.
definitely boom.
breakout, which is not true.
Baker's
I also
definitely
want
not
to
a
point out
breakout.
that I no longer think the Saints are going to make the Super Bowl.
Yo,
Hey, well,
but
too
we can't
bad.
change. We can't change.
No,
A
no,
lot
I
of
know.
us are looking
I'm just
tough.
saying, like, I don't think that I think the Chiefs are going to win still, but I think that. it's
Yeah,
gonna
man.
be
If I could change my prediction, I wouldn't because
I wouldn't put the Ravens in the Super Bowl now.
they could make it.
Should we do one? Should we do a new one?
No.
Anyone?
No,
No,
I'm just
You-
pointing out that I don't think that's going to happen anymore.
All right. So
And I definitely don't think the Bucks are getting there either. I think the Titans could get there. I think the Ravens could get there. I think the Chiefs and Seattle could get there.
I like these.
But also, I feel like if you
And
if
the
you looked at-
Packers.
No,
they
You
got
don't think so?
fucked.
no.
Yeah,
I like
but
the
besides
Packers.
that,
I like the Packers.
Who have the Packers beat? No one back here, I don't think.
they have beaten Vikings. They have beaten Lions.
Okay.
Hey.
Saints.
Oh.
That's
Falcons. Ooh,
Okay.
trash.
And bye, and then they got whooped by.
Yeah, so like only the
the
Saints
Bucs.
win basically.
So they have beaten two of the worst defenses in the league because they played the Vikings week 1, and that week,
Smoked them.
like the first 3 weeks, the Vikings were hands down the worst defense in the league.
Yeah.
Like, not even close.
But we can all agree that this is the worst take.
Yeah. Holy shit! I didn't even see that.
So,
Cowboys.
all right. So
I'll pay Martin $500 if that happens.
yeah. Steve, I think it's tight. I think it's Titans Chiefs right now on top of the AFC.
Yep.
Baltimore is right there with them, maybe.
No, I think if I'm choosing out of those 3, it's definitely Chiefs, Titans, and then
and then
50
the
feet
other
of
side,
crap
you
in
got
Baltimore.
Seahawks. You got.
It's the Seahawks, dude. I do not know who's going to beat the Seahawks.
Yeah, but like you look at I bet if you look at like week 6 last year, like, and like who expected the Titans to beat the Ravens and the Patriots and.
That's true.
I mean, it's not like they were bad last year. What were they, 9-7?
Yeah, well but they started like
That was when
1-4 or something like that.
That's when people didn't know what to do about Henry.
So like if you looked
Ran
at
over everyone.
it at that point in the season, like you wouldn't even expect them to
That's
make
fair.
playoffs.
That's fair.
Thomas Tom. All right. I'll stop sharing this one. And
Man,
then
this is like a long.
I would like to say something. I have work at 6 a.m. in the morning, so I think I'm going to call it here.
Hey,
So I appreciate y'all having me here.
We have to do your
What?
thing.
Well, we gotta
what?
go.
Just pick a game.
Okay.
We're almost done.
Let me just do. I'm normally in bed by now. That's why.
All
I
right.
don't know any of the lines.
Yeah, we're just showing the line so we can pick real quick.
Okay, I'm pulling them up. Sorry.
I wish I could just pick against the Colts. Oh, fucking.
So I had you on this week, bro. Thank you. Do some work.
Dude, it's not picking the Colts has worked out pretty well.
Yeah. I think we've lost 2 straight, probably.
Against the spread.
Yeah. I know y'all are looking at the wrong one right now. So here's this. We're going to go ahead and skip to week 7. Here are your lines for the locks of the week. We'll let Caleb look at these. But last week, Cole, you were the only one to get yours right. JB missed his. I missed mine, which was Green Bay -1. But Thomas had the Minnesota -4 against the Falcons, and I said that was going to be.
No, but we said that wasn't going to count.
I said
Yeah, it doesn't count towards his record.
I know.
He just wants to let it be
people
known.
to know that was the easiest.
Okay,
money line.
I just want
money line.
I just want people to
I said
know
money line.
to fade Jackson's pick this week.
Oh, I'll show it. We'll show it.
This is gonna hurt me to say, and I hope Cam doesn't listen to this, but I'm taking that the Raiders beat the Bucs. They're 4-point underdogs.
So Raiders +4 is your block of the week.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
Raiders
yeah.
+4.
I like it.
All right.
Coming off a bye.
Raiders at home. They're well rested.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, with that, Caleb, thank you for being here.
Thank you, wonderful gentlemen. JB, if you're listening, you're gonna get dick slapped this week. I hope you understand that. I just need to put that out there. But I'll see y'all.
All right. See you, buddy.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna stop sharing this, and we can go look at the locks of the week. As we kind of try and take this. So last week, Thomas, I took the Packers -1.
I liked that line too.
No,
I love that.
I loved it, and we just.
Oops.
So.
I'm fucking not picking the Falcons or any kind of game they're picking.
Yeah.
I'm never
Finally go against the
betting-
Falcons.
Say nothing. Don't say anything.
You're not going for the Falcons. Don't fade the Falcons. Stay far away from the Falcons if you can.
Cole Titans -3.5. You got lucky with the
The
over.
overtime, yeah.
That was clutch.
Yeah, I know. I was texting Heath about it before the game because But everyone and their fucking mama took Tennessee, and there was like one person taking.
In the group me, I was like, "Rest in peace, my lock of the week," and then I was like, "Psych."
Yeah, I know, but like, I was about to zag again on the Texans. And
Did you?
It almost worked. No, I didn't. I stayed because he's got mad at me for hating on the Titans. But like,
We got a real test this week.
yeah, I mean, I got it right, but I'm so low on the bracket. I got to start thinking about zags. You know.
Yeah,
There's plenty of time.
there's a lot of weeks left because
Strategy.
it's longer than the fantasy season too. So
Right. We even did playoff last year too. Remember?
did we?
Yeah. Anyways, Ravens. That was a close game, right? And I didn't even the Eagles.
Yeah. The Eagles were getting beat pretty bad, and then Carson Wentz kind of mounted a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him. He's had a rough season.
Yeah, 30-28.
Yeah,
Also,
they had a 2-point conversion that got stopped.
That's right. I do remember that.
So also Heath let me know. We went back and looked. We are going to keep the San Francisco -9, which is the official line you put down. You did mention that you would take Tennessee if they played. They did eventually play, so I was a little asterisk.
Yeah, but the thing with the locks of the week, I feel like we got to be solid on it. Like, even though I'm speaking with my fucking 1-4 locks of the week, but like you can't be like, oh, if this player, like a lock of the week is like,
that's right. That's why I stuck this.
But I think it is a little different because of COVID.
If we want to have that happen, we'd be like, this is my lock of the week. The Titans are my lock of the week, but this would be my substitute. Like, we're not like, oh, I would have taken that. Like,
but even then, you're like raising the chances for.
But I think it was a little different because, like, going into the podcast that week, we kind of expected that game to be canceled.
Right.
So I don't know. I think if there's like a COVID exception, then yeah.
Keep it as an asterisk. Versus
but
the official guest record is 0-2.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, Keith. You got it, but like doesn't matter.
It wasn't your lock.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway,
3 in a row, baby.
I think last week I chose first. Is that correct?
I did. I chose first last week.
Why do we want to go?
So then it's me, Thomas, then you.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's go. We can go back to week 6.
Right. We can go back to week 6, right? So last week, did you update the records, Thomas? Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did.
So how did everyone do, Thomas?
Bad.
Bad. You had our highest record ever. Well, maybe not from last year. I don't know, but 12-2 from Mr. Lou.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Incredible.
I didn't even notice
that. Should have taken that to the bank. I'm gonna double check all these, but I'm pretty sure.
What the fuck?
Just check your columns just to make sure.
The Rams covered? I thought the Rams covered.
No, the Rams got killed.
No, yeah, the Rams lost.
Oh, sorry.
I wish they covered.
I didn't really.
I mean, damn. I need something. But bad. We had Jesse kind of. You gotta reach out to Jesse, make sure he's alive.
Oh no,
that's gonna kill him. Like that's
shout out Jesse. Like we hope you're doing well, brother, up there. Maybe winter
at Wisconsin.
Yeah, maybe winter hit a little too early.
He snowed in.
We're gonna reach out to Jesse. We'll put his number in the description. You can send him a text or something. Make sure he's all right. But yeah, that's gonna hurt him. That was 14 games. Missed, and he missed one last week, so that's 15 missed, and you'll see how that works out on the record. But Cole, you didn't have, a terrible week. You weren't on par to
I missed those last 5.
Yeah, it was the back end of the games.
Same. I missed a lot here too.
And so we're seeing the fluctuation. Yeah, Jackson started off incredible, and then talk about a one.
Indianapolis played.
Yeah, then Indy played.
I even said on this podcast last week that I hated the Indy -8. Like I have to keep the Colts, but like.
Yeah, I didn't like the New England -10, so.
Yeah. I mean, for the
Dag on that. I saw all y'all took New England. I was like, I'm picking Denver. But
You know why? I was gonna pick Denver, but I was listening to part of my take, and Hank was like, "You can't give Belichick 2 weeks to prepare." And I was like, "Fuck, you're right.
you're
That's
right. That makes
time."
sense. Yeah. I mean, the Zag would definitely helped you out there.
Well, I did. I mean, a lot of other people took Denver too, but
But
this is the biggest surprise of the week. I thought.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, because you're just picking the winner in that one, and I thought it was gonna be a close game, but and I think didn't they come out to like a 10-0 lead to start, or at least
yeah, they did. Yeah. 10-0,
Yeah.
and that's where Rodgers did his his
Holy crap, our podcast.
He threw his first. It only was his third career pick six. His whole career.
mhm.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
So I mean,
So we probably need to start wrapping this up, but
Yes.
we updated the records.
update the record.
So just so y'all know, Caleb went to the bathroom 45 minutes ago.
Wow. Okay.
What?
I just looked at my phone.
I thought that was like 10 minutes ago, dude.
No, you went to the bathroom. That was 45 minutes. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe you can just do some editing because I know I talked a lot on my power rankings more than I usually do.
No, I'm not gonna edit it.
I think we all did.
I'm gonna add
I'll talk.
little things they can just scoop around.
So we got a new leader, Tim.
Yeah.
Jonathan, I'm sorry, you're still in second place. You're,
I'll
you're
take
right behind.
I'll
behind
take
Tim.
$45 if I'm Jonathan.
And yeah, there you go. Cole, you're still in top 5, and then
Yeah.
Jonathan Liu with an amazing 12-2 record this
Is
week.
his name Jonathan?
Yeah, so
The
I just
John,
call him Liu.
Jonathan, and John.
Yeah, right. Just trying not
Yeah.
to keep it confusing, and he goes.
We
by
have
Liu.
Jesse, Jackson, and Joseph.
Right.
JB.
Right. When we get into if we add more people, we're definitely gonna have to come up with nicknames or something. But
Red Claw.
right claw, right. Tab number 7 or something. But no, we're starting to see a fluctuation. You can really see how the 15 games Jesse missed hurt. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to say because he's also has the worst record. So
So it's just digging himself a bigger hole.
right. So it's like you can't really see how bad it hurts you for the missed games. But Jackson, if you scroll over a little bit,
so what is the Peaky Blinders score versus the accuracy?
if you scroll over, I explain it. So it accounts for accuracy. The Peaky Blinders score is the accuracy while also accounting for missed games. So
Did you just add that?
Oh, so
no, I've had that.
you can a missed game is a fifth of a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Subtracted from your accuracy.
All right.
Which I mean, like if you look at like the standings, can really really.
Yeah, I
hurt
mean
you.
Jesse's the only one who's missed games so far. So.
Right. So I mean, what?
Do you count Ryan's 16 or 17 as missed games?
No, because I mean, he didn't really miss them. He just wasn't.
Yeah, he doesn't get them as a win. Yeah, I think that's fair because like.
He went. I put him at 0-16.
Yeah, he counted them as losses, which I think
Yeah.
is fair. That's already like a big hole to climb out of.
Right.
Fucking basically caught me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
They go 2-12 last week, which I'll have you know is probably one of the best records of the year. Just
Well,
the opposite of it.
Yeah, just opposite. You just had to fade. I don't know if you would have faded all of your picks. Well, I guess you went 6 and 8. So
Yeah, that's what Dad
Or
did.
8 and 6.
Dad was like doing so bad, he just said he picked one and he just switched at the last second. He switched every single line. He did like okay.
Yeah.
So
Look ahead to week 7. Thursday night football is back. We got the Giants and the Eagles. That'll be exciting, and then we're back to one Monday night football game, Bears and Rams.
holy crap, 13.
Yeah, the 13.5. I mean that doesn't. Yeah, that speaks more to just
How bad the
how
Jets
bad the Jets are exactly than how good the Buffalo Bills are. I mean, Buffalo Bills are definitely
They've
top.
struggled in the last 2 weeks, but
Yeah, but I mean, you can struggle against the Jets and still cover a 13.
they've done well against bad teams.
Exactly. So I mean, that's by far the largest spread, and then you have the Kansas City versus the Broncos, KC minus 9.5. And that, I mean, I'll have to look back, but I think for the past 6 weeks, the lines for Kansas City have been around there, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then of course the upwards of 13 sometimes. So you're all, and with Kansas City, we know that they're able to score and cover that. It's just whether or not, their defense ends up showing up. So you just gotta kind of keep that in
Steelers
mind.
Titans. That's a good game.
It's a great game, and it's there's several people that are
Sunday night.
Yeah, there's several people that are actually taking Steelers -1.
I might
A bunch of
or
bookies.
+1.
So
Okay.
I was debating putting it at a pick'em, our first pick'em of the year, but a majority had Tennessee -1.
Are you doing like a aggregate, or are you just getting them from like one site?
I'm getting them from a site that just shows you about
Okay.
five or six sports books.
You just take like the most common one.
Yeah. And so I think it was like 4-2. Like
Yeah.
4 of them had Tennessee -1, and the other 2 had Pitt -1.
Got it.
I just, I'm hoping for a pick'em game too, because I think those are a lot of fun. But the -1 is basically a pick'em game.
Pretty much.
Miss field goals or whatnot. So, you got a chance to look at the lines. I'll recommend one more time, stay far away from the Falcons. I would not bet the Falcons, just because they burn.
Just if you're Thomas, honestly.
Just if you're me, I'm not going to pick them. So, I mean, it's just been that kind of history we've had. So, Jackson, did you say you were going first, or?
I am. I hate this. I have a couple that I'm debating. I feel like I should go with Seattle -3.5, but I'm not. Okay, so I'll leave that for one of y'all.
I don't want it.
But you can't come back and be like Heath.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't know. What do y'all think? I mean,
I know which one I'm gonna pick.
Okay. Shit. I feel like I got the Patriots. They gotta win this week, right?
It's kind of a must-win situation for them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I'm gonna take. Oh fuck, Baker's hurt. Never mind. I'm gonna take Seattle -3.5.
All right, back to where he said.
Back to where I started. That's what I'm gonna take. Seattle -3.5. They get it done. Cardinals aren't that great. Boom.
Really? Wow.
I mean, it's the Cowboys, but yeah.
It's the Cardinals.
No, I know, but I was going to say they fucked up the Cowboys, but it's the Cowboys.
Oh, right, yeah. Right. Well, I think
All right, Thomas.
This line is enticing to me. I almost did that.
Yeah.
Cowboys just find a way to lose.
Like, did the Washington football team expected to be favored in this game?
No,
absolutely not. Like,
no way.
Right. All right, so I'm taking Seattle -3.5. It's my lock of the week.
Yeah.
Thomas, you're up now.
For one, I think the Cowboys and Washington game is really interesting, and the fact that Washington is a favored team at 1-5.
5 straight losses.
5 straight losses.
I don't know what they are against the spread, but
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should start adding that, but
that'd be
that's
cool.
That's an interesting game. When I was putting that in, I was kind of surprised. The Chargers. I mean, the Chargers -7.5. 1-5 Jaguars and a 1-4 Chargers is just
that's
so
pretty
hard.
heavy.
That is pretty heavy.
That's a very heavy line, but like I just really haven't been paying attention to them because all you see is that they're losing games.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have to look back to see which team's worse, but I'm gonna go with Green Bay -3.5 at the Texans.
Bounce back game.
I think it's a huge bounce back game for Aaron Rodgers. I think he really comes out and makes up for some of the mistakes that he was having against
Texans defense pretty bad.
Texans defense allowed, Derrick Henry to kind of run all over them.
Yeah, and
That's
Tannehill.
And Tannehill, for that matter. So I think that it's going to be a high-scoring game, and I think that the Packers score, more than a touchdown to cover it. The line -3.5 is at that because of just how horrible the Packers played against Tampa Bay. So I think, Vegas and everyone included, they're trying to take a step back from the Packers, who everyone was kind of, all excited about at 4-0. But I think they're still a really great offense and a really good team. And if it was last week, this line would have been, Green Bay -9 or something.
Yeah.
Super heavy.
Probably,
So
yeah.
I'm going to take it with knowing that Aaron Rodgers is going to come back and have the hot hand in that game.
Right. All right.
All right, for my lock of the week. So whenever there's a line of like 11 or more, I usually almost always take the underdog just because the parity in the it's pretty small. Like games are usually pretty close, and most teams can beat pretty much anyone. But the fucking Jets, dude.
Don't do it.
I'm about to do it. The fucking Jets are so bad. Miami was 9-point favorites against them last week, and I was like, that's too much for Miami. Like the Jets aren't that bad. They fucking got killed. They got killed. I'm done sticking up for the Jets, and I'm part of me is really hoping for a bounce back game. I think Josh Allen's gonna have like 4 touchdowns. I think they're gonna kill him. Usually I wouldn't do this, but yeah, that's my lock of the week. Buffalo 13.5.
13.5. I think
it's 2 touchdowns.
I'm going to tell everyone the same thing I told Jackson. Just don't bet on the Jets.
I think I'm going to take the Jets again this week.
You can't bet on the Jets when they're not even betting on themselves.
That's what I tried to last week. I was like 9 for Miami. Like,
yeah, come on.
I think
they're not even taking themselves in the games.
Like they're sticking with Joe Flacco. I don't know what the deal with Sam Darnold is, but like
it's not going to be a good game. I think I'd be surprised if anyone took the Jets.
I don't know how
like
Adam
Ryan
Gase still has
or
a job. Like
Jackson, right.
I probably will take the Jets to try and zag, but
like I think a lot of people will take the Jets. I mean, 13.5 is.
Bills didn't look great last week, but
I don't know.
I feel like people
and it's not like the Bills have looked good, yeah. So that's
anyway, yeah.
But like I said, they've against bad teams, like they've kind of been really good. So I don't know.
So it'll be interesting to watch.
It's gonna be Philly on Thursday night, by the way. Philly on Thursday night.
If you want Texans,
right? I don't know. Giants D looks pretty good.
And
Daniel Jones, man. I don't know. -4.5. I think
who do you guys think I should start defense wise? I got the Giants D against the Eagles, or which are projected more, or the Chiefs D versus the Broncos. Both pretty good matchups.
Isn't Drew Lock coming back?
He was back last week.
Yeah, he played.
Okay,
but they didn't score a single touchdown against the Patriots.
I like the Chiefs, but I bet the Broncos get some on them.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles kind of have like a breakout game as well.
The Giants' defense is good. They are good. I don't know. Up to you. All right, let's end this podcast.
It's so long. It's so long.
It's gotta be
if you've listened to it for this long, like, thank you for supporting that. I don't know what else to say. Like,
did we get any comments on last video?
We didn't even do that this week. We gotta do that next week.
We'll look at it next week.
Also,
if for a comment, say hello. Thank you.
Only for people who, which I'm not doubting that you guys that anyone didn't read my power rankings, but in the first paragraph, I told you if you've read this far, or it was like the first intro, if you read this far, to text me water bottle as like a secret code that you read it. And only 3. It was Cam, Heath, and Caleb were the
Wait, which paragraph was it?
It was in the intro of last week's power rankings at the end.
I read my stuff. I read my paragraph.
Yeah, I went and read mine.
Yeah, I mean,
he's trying high school history bonus point.
Yeah, exactly. You got to
see
read
right
the
now.
instructions.
Read the instructions. All right, boys. This was fun.
Text Cole Fire Bottle this week
Fire bottle.
for 15% off on
If you've
on our
watched
merch.
through all of this
On our merch.
podcast,
Fire
text me
bottle.
Fire bottle, sure. Because I don't think anyone's gonna watch all of 6.
I don't know if I will. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna stop recording, but I'll see y'all next week. Good luck this weekend.
See ya.